What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of Zyba Games. This is episode 23 on, I just forgot the date, 7/12?
12th.
At 12.
Yes.
Whoa, who's that voice? We'll get right to that. Guys, so as always, it's me and Yogomi, but we have a special guest today. We brought on,
That's special.
I'm Nuts for Butts, who is a long-time friend, a family friend. We'll just call him family friend because that's what it is at this point, right? He's become part of the community on both of our channels.
Yeah, both of our channels.
He's been an awesome supporter, and he's a Patreon supporter too. And now everybody in the chat saying that they are also Nuts for Butts. Oh,
wow.
Well, I mean,
I have that effect on people, you know?
Yeah.
it happens.
It definitely makes you stop and think.
So, Nuts for Butts, tell us about who you are. What makes you Nuts for Butts? That sounded kind of weird.
You
know what? Just introduce yourself.
Okay. Do you want my real name? No.
You do whatever you want.
You can tell us whatever you want.
My name's Bryson, but everybody calls me DJ, so there we go.
Well, my name is Brian.
This is awkward.
Yeah, and strange. So, but no, I'm a married father of two. I got a daughter who's 7 and a son who is 5, and they are a handful. Currently going through school, finishing up nursing school. This is my last semester, and I graduate fall. So I'm excited to be done with that, and I'll be able to really focus on hanging out more in the streams and gaming more once that kind of all finishes.
Nice.
But
Nice.
I'm a nerdy student by day and a adventurous extraordinaire by evening. You've seen my video before of the jumping on the bridge.
Yeah. That was sick. We watched that on stream that one night.
That was on stream, but I haven't been doing anything like that recently just because I've been taking a break.
Buckling down.
But yeah. But once Big Rona kind of blows over and things settle down, hopefully I'll be able to a trip out towards Idaho. They got some good places out there to jump. So, but yeah, that's kind of me in a nutshell. I'm play music. I've been playing guitar for the last 20 years. Not very good, but I do my best.
Yep.
And Xbox enthusiast.
Ooh.
Xbox.
Oh, look, you're gonna fit in here.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a good niche for me. So, but yeah, that's a little something about old Nuts for Butts.
That's really cool.
Nice.
Man, that's dope. Well, I'm glad you're here with us, man. I know it was kind of last minute. We originally had Quanticus.
Very last minute.
Yeah, we had Quanticus planned, and me and Quanticus, we were talking about schedules, and things got twisted up, and we thought we were on different days, and things happened, and it is what it is.
It happens.
We're gonna start creating our schedule way farther out in advance.
Yeah.
But I do have next.
I appreciate the.
Go ahead.
I appreciate the offer. Thank you.
Yeah, so Nuts for Butts jumped on 6 minutes before podcast started. So he made it. That's all that matters. We're here. So let me get what do we call this? The business out of the way real quick. So you guys, if you want to check out the podcast, like we always say, we do our YouTube videos. You can check out our socials, Twitter, Insta, Facebook, all that good stuff. The website, Zyba.games. Also our Patreon. We got a new Patreon supporter today or yesterday. But we'll get to that at the end of the stream or podcast. What do you want to say? Our last episode was rough. I am sorry. I want to just point out right away, I am completely the one at fault. I was not ready to do a show. I was not in the right mindset.
Back from vacation, man.
You're coming back from vacation.
So I think we're going to kind of act like that didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
Because it was, I still listened to it. I was like, that's a good episode ish, but
you're tired, man. You were beat. It
was rough. I'm really tired today, but I'll tell you what, I am wired on this energy drink right now, and I'm feeling good. You guys can't tell. I know I'm going about 1,000 miles per hour right now, but I feel good. And then the chat's asking, when is DJ ever ready? Well, let you know, I made an outline today, so suck it. So we're going to be talking a little bit today. We're going to be talking about, obviously, this Ubisoft show that just happened 2 hours ago.
You'll have to do
I got plenty for you to talk about. Okay. We're going to talk about, so they did finally reveal Far Cry 6, but we're going to talk more about that.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this carrion game. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I heard about it, though. Yeah, I did see something about it. Yeah.
We're going to talk about Rocket Arena releasing Tuesday. That's
Is that why you were saying something in the Discord too about the Valhalla was from stuff that they released on? Okay, cool.
Oh yeah. Oh, we'll get into that. Oh man, if you guys haven't watched that stuff, I'm telling you. Oh, also, I want to go back and I want to talk again about this $69.99 for next gen games.
Okay.
Because I feel like we talked about it a little bit, but I feel like there's some more stuff we need to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we're going to talk about observation because that's what we're going to talk about.
Yes.
So let's just go right into this Ubisoft conference today. How do I say it? It was good, but no surprises.
Right.
And they acted like there was going to be a lot of surprises. If any of you guys checked their Twitter and stuff, they were like, oh man, it was like, we got all these things, but expect a few surprises. One of their surprises was this one called Elite Squad. Okay, I don't think any of you guys didn't watch it, man. You guys letting me down. Okay.
I was streaming, dude, when you were doing it. Sorry, buddy.
So this game called Elite Squad it's supposed to be like a mobile Rainbow Six Siege, but I don't understand it because it was all like a bad cinematic trailer. I don't know how else to word it. Or how about a mobile cinematic trailer? Like it looked like they took. Man, I don't know how to explain it. We'd say we take like a Diablo cinematic trailer, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's like we'll say that's PC. That's like PC standards.
Right.
Now imagine now take like lower everything down to mobile and like imagine that. So like cartoony.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a Fortnite trailer. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, are they bringing Rainbow Six Siege characters to Fortnite? I'm like, this is gonna be wild. And then no, it wasn't. It's just. Yeah, and then they had oh my gosh, I'm a terrible person. What's the guy for Splinter Cell?
Sam
Fisher.
Sam Fisher, yeah.
Sam Fisher, yeah.
So he shows up in there too.
Really?
Yeah. But guess what? That's all you get from him is you just get to see him on the Rainbow Six Siege thing. You're like,
What was it called? Was it called Quarantine or something like that? Or
no, the game was literally called Elite Squad. Like you have to watch
Squad.
it.
Oh, okay.
I know there's definitely gonna be breakdowns about it, but it was. Is there? Do you think there's room for a Rainbow Six Siege mobile clone? I guess I don't even know what it is. That's a problem. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't know how to say.
I feel. Like how intricate sieges and to
so
bring
there
that
was one. I don't know if you ever remember that. There was a siege for mobile that somebody had made. It was a Chinese company made it, like straight, almost 100% copy over.
Really?
And they made a bunch of money off of it, and they finally got shut down. Like it took a while for them to get shut down too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so they got shut down for ripping it off.
Yeah.
Saying okay. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Copyright. Shut down, right. Whatever they want to call it. I don't know how to say. I feel like it looked like Fortnite, like straight Fortnite. I was like, what is this?
Well, I won't be playing it.
Yeah. So that was their surprise. I'd have to say that was the other one they have a surprise. We'll talk about in a second. Far Cry 6. We'll go into that a little more, but
yeah. Now that's the story I've been following for a little bit before they even.
Yeah, this week that whole story just kind of blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, F it. Let's just go. Far Cry 6. Okay. You guys haven't seen the trailer yet because you guys didn't watch it. So there was a cinematic trailer today. They came out for it. It looked actually pretty cool. Like it was so they go through. Let's just start from the beginning, Yogomi. What happened this week that kind of ruined this Far Cry 6 announcement?
What happened this week that ruined the Far Cry 6?
Yeah. Spoiled it.
That spoiled it?
Yeah, the stuff that you were talking about.
Oh, you're talking about the actor?
So he started it. Yeah.
Yeah, he did he start it himself? Did he put something out?
Yeah, he did.
He like tweeted it, right, or something like that.
Yeah, he said, I'm doing a cool game. He's like, I'm in a really big game coming out soon.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, what?
What's his name? Giancarlo Esposito or whatever like that. Giancarlo. He was on like Breaking Bad. He's on The Mandalorian right now. The guy's been in so much stuff. He's like a seasoned actor. He's actually a great actor. He's been in a lot of stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, so he started it with that. Then I guess Cooper says something leaked on Steam. I didn't ever see the Steam leak one. So I saw PlayStation leaked it in Japan, I want to say it was, on their store. So they had it on the store and they took it off pretty quick, but it literally had a picture of him with a little kid standing in front of him and it said Far Cry 6 at the top.
Yeah, that little kid. He has 181 actor credits to his name. And that doesn't include the episodes of that's just titles alone. He even used to be in the Electric Company in the 70s. So he's been in a lot of stuff. He's on Better Call Saul now because that's a spinoff from whatchamacallit. He's in a lot of stuff, man. He was in Westworld for a short while. Trying to think what else like that was big besides like Breaking Bad that people might know him. He actually did a voice on Batman Assault on Arkham. Let's see what else. Oh,
when you see the guy, you're like, yeah,
you're gonna know who he is. Yeah, he's been around for a long time, and he's been acting since he was a kid. I think like in the 50s. He started acting when he was a kid, and then it really took off, I think, in the 70s, or really it took off in the 80s for him. That's when it really took off. And then the guy's been on so much stuff, like even Sesame Street, dude. He's been on Sesame Street.
He has been, actually. I remember that. I remember seeing that. He's the bad guy for sure. Yes, he's definitely going to be the bad guy in this.
Yeah, he's usually a bad guy.
I believe, so what they're saying is that he's probably going to be, I believe he actually is, because this article that I'm pulling from was from Iron Lords.
Yeah, he's the bad guy in the game for sure.
Yeah, so they're saying he's Yara Anton Castillo.
Yeah.
Dictator of, I don't remember what country it was, but at that point. But in the thing, you see it and it says, jeez, man. But I can't say it I can't think of the word in Spanish now, but it said death to, and then Castillo on it. It was a grenade. I guess he said someone delivered it to their house as like a threat. And so like in the video, he's holding this grenade, the kid is, and it's good to watch. It's a good one. Yeah. It's just a very cinematic trailer. You'll see it and you'll be like, oh.
There were some rumors going around saying, based on the storyline of the other games, that he may be the father of another.
Yeah, so Far Cry 3.
Yeah, he may be. It's just like that's sort of a theory that people have.
Yeah, so they're saying that it looks like it's a prequel almost. Prequel?
Yeah.
I almost said quill. That sounded weird.
Prequel.
Have you played? Nuts. You played any of these? You played any Far Cries?
So I really got into Far Cry 2 back on the old Xbox 360.
Yep.
3, yeah, I liked it. I kind of got out with 4. I just picked up probably within the last 4 months the Emerald. I've been playing that a little bit. It's pretty interesting. But I never did get 5. But yeah, I'm interested to see 6. I definitely want to check out this trailer.
It's pretty much the exact same story for everybody about Far Cry. It's pretty funny. People are like, 2 was dope. 3, a lot of people have like mixed with 3. Some people are like, that's the best game I've ever played in my life. Some people are like, it was okay. And then 4, it kind of started to throw water on the fire for you. And then 5, everybody's like,
I may have to play through them all. I after 2, I didn't really do anything with it. 1 and 2 I played, but 3, 4, and 5 I never touched them. So I may have to do a playthrough on all of them.
Yeah, the biggest complaint I hear about 5 was that there was too much happening at all the time.
So and 5, I remember when 5 came out because that was I think it was right after I started streaming. It was 2018, right? I think.
Yeah, it should have been about that time, yeah.
And I remember it was open. It was like this crazy open world. There was a lot going on. I watched a lot of people stream that game, and there was a lot going on. I remember that. Yeah, it looked interesting though. It seems like the kind of game I would play. By the way, before we get into later in the stream, I just want to say, DJ, you definitely have a pulse on the kind of game I like. You're like,
Oh, dude, I
this
called
is
that,
definitely
bro.
a Yogomi game. Yeah, I just
I
wanted
thought
to
you were
bring that
saying there's a problem with my lights.
up. No.
You said there's a pulse. I was like, I see it too. I'm staring at the light of my camera.
I was thinking like something on his head is like actually pulsating or something like that. Or
It's a vein. It's pulsing. Dude, are you from this planet?
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about observation because I knew that was your game. I was like,
yeah.
Yogami. As soon as I started, I was like, this is Yogami's game.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited for. So they're saying that according to like the picture that released right for Far Cry 6, the little kid, he has this shave on his eyebrow.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a scar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying that. I mean, I'm pretty positive this is what it's going to be because it seems like an older kind of look when you watch the trailer or the cinematic trailer. But they're assuming it's going to be Voss.
as a
Voss
kid.
is the bad guy for 3. Yeah, so that's basically his dad, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's leading him. He's showing him the way.
Right.
And so they're saying it's a prequel. So I mean, that looks cool. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this little bit of the article that I got from the Iron Lords, their website. They do that podcast. They're pretty dope. It says unclear who Giancarlo will play as, even though we already know this. So obviously this is before. It says nonetheless, adding Giancarlo's talent. I always say Gian. Is it Gian or Jean?
It's spelled.
Giancarlo.
He's not French though, so it shouldn't be Jean, huh?
No, yeah.
French would be Jean. The other one would be Jean.
But he's actually, what's funny is he was actually born in Denmark, Copenhagen. So his mom was Italian, and
well, maybe it is Sean.
I mean, I'm sorry, his father was Italian, and his mother was an African American opera singer from Alabama, but he was born in Copenhagen, Denmark. Weird. Yeah, his whole name is Giancarlo Giuseppe Alessandro Esposito. So I don't know how he got all those like kind of Latin sounding names out of. I don't know.
It's kind of like my character that I made for GTA RP.
Yeah.
Tonto.
No, the other guy. You met Tonto. I met another guy. Squash Garcia Lopez de la Cruz III.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That reminds me in high school. We used to do that. We used to give ourselves the longest names possible. So by the end of the thing, we were called the Damucci brothers. So my name was Pablo Avellan Carlos Pierre Damucci. And so and me and my friends, we were all the Damucci brothers. I can hang with the long names. But he's got 4 long names, and not only are they long names, they're like long words. Like they're 4 words with a lot of letters and syllables in it. But yeah, it's just weird how Italian father, African American singer, but the name it's weird.
Hey,
25.
But he ended up in New York and
JR the third.
Yeah, he ended up in New York. So I guess he grew up here.
Yeah.
But.
So they did show a release date for this game, February 18th, which is not very far away. And we're going to lead into this, and I almost just forced myself to lead into it. But I was going to say the price of the game actually is weird. It's only going to be a $59.99 game.
Oh, wow.
So it looks like 2K is the only one taking shots at people right now for next-gen games.
Well, I know what I'm not buying.
I mean, I wasn't going to buy 2K, NBA 2K anyways, but, you know.
Were you really?
No, I said I wasn't going to.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't either. I was like, I'm not buying that.
I thought he said he was. I was like,
I did too.
surprising.
I was like, what? I didn't know you played that.
Bro, it's crazy. Like, so I've heard. We'll get to that talk. I want to go. I was ready to go. I was like, rabbit hole. Here we go. I'll jump
ready to blaze on them.
So Far Cry 6. You guys check it out. The trailer looked really cool. It's just cinematic, so we don't have gameplay yet. We don't have that stuff. They might have done a post in their post show. I know in their post show they did a ton of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Oh, let's just go there anyways.
Their games do look really good, though. They look really good. The Far Cry games look great.
You guys need to check out though this Assassin's Creed Valhalla gaplay.
Oh yeah. Now that I actually,
if they would have showed this at the Xbox inside Xbox thing. Like that show would have been an easy win. Everybody would have been freaking out.
Would have.
Yeah.
The hype. They would have. Yeah. Exactly. Sorry, I don't know how to word right now. Sorry.
No, it's so like, dude, it's crazy. So in that game, you literally can throw 2 weapons on. Whatever weapons you want, you can dual wield. Like this dude had like a whip on one hand, a sword on the other hand. Like they did double shields at one point. I was like, oh, it looks so sick. And they showed like how the rating and stuff worked in there. It looks good. Now the stream didn't do the game quality, and that's just because that's how you expect it. I'm so excited to see all these people on Twitter be like, "Wow, Xbox can't look." They're probably playing that on the Xbox Series X, and it looks terrible." Bro, listen, Josh says double shields. What the heck, bro? If you saw some of the ways that they assassinated people in that game, you were like, "Oh Lord!" So he goes to finish off a guy after he stuns him onto the ground. He runs up to him, kicks his shield on the ground, grabs it, and then like slams it into the guy's throat while he's laying on the ground. I was like, oh.
Give me a little taste before I watch this video, because can you compare it to
Odyssey,
old Assassin's Creed gameplay or new Assassin's Creed gameplay?
Odyssey is what they said. There's like, it's basically Odyssey but Vikings now.
Okay. Huh. I love the old Assassin's Creed combat much more than like Origins.
I think a large part of what they're doing is they're going the Witcher route now, right? Mm-hmm. So they're trying to make it more of a, I don't know how to explain it, open world RPG rather than I don't want to say old Assassin's Creed were linear, because they weren't, right? They were open world, but they were more directional.
Yeah,
like Odyssey was like do whatever you want, whatever you want.
I mean, they were just keep playing. I mean, they were linear. You could move around freely, but you still had to follow, like,
you couldn't unlock an area until you hit something in the timeline.
You had to progress through the game to get certain parts.
Right.
It looked good. You guys should watch it. It was fun. You watch them fight like wolves and stuff. There was like arena looking fights that was like tripping me out. I was like, arena fights? What that? They did a really cool thing though with this trailer, which I thought was cool, and you could tell they did it on purpose, right? So they start and they're talking about playing as Ivor, which is the guy, and then they bring it into the girl, and then the whole rest of the trailer, even all the gameplay, is as the girl.
Oh wow!
Because you can play through the whole story as a boy or a girl, right? Or I guess it's a guy or a girl or a woman. I don't know how you want to word it, whatever.
See, that's cool.
So they use the whole thing, and because I feel like they're trying. Ubisoft has been big on this whole like equality, whatever you want to call it, between everybody kind of thing. And so they went. Yeah, it was cool.
It's good.
I was like, all right.
Yep.
That sounds pretty neat.
So, and then they did have. So I was gonna go to Hyperspace next, or Hyperscape, sorry. But there was a part that they brought in the middle of talking about Assassin's Creed Valhalla that caught me off guard. Phil Spencer showed up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? Yeah, they're like, whoa, here's Phil. They don't have customizable genitalia in that game, though. Sorry. not in that game. Sorry, that's only in Cyberpunk. You got to be in the future for that kind of stuff. No, so Phil Spencer comes in and he's like, we're just grateful for everything that Ubisoft is doing to push forward games. He's like, they're going to be one of our, like, basically says that they're going to be one of our big, I don't know what the word is I want, people, supporters, whatever, of developers, bringing up smart delivery.
Oh, cool.
And they're just like, we're grateful all the different changes that they've made to make people feel more inclusive, and it's just cool. Now, there was one thing you could tell that he got one take on it, and that was it, because he's sitting there with his webcam and he is blinking like a mother freaker. Like, dude, I was like, what's wrong with his eyes, bro? I'm like, I was like, and like, it's funny because like you see that stuff, and like, especially because I got so like pretty deep into like the console wars on Twitter. Like, I don't know why, but I like jumped myself in there and I was like, it's kind of fun. Bro, I saw that. I was like, oh, here we go. I'm like, wait to see these tweets because they're coming. Dude. I was like, gosh. Because that's how it works, right? They're going to take anything about like, oh, why is he blinking so much?
Yeah.
It's come up with some weird thing. It's because he's lying about the Series X. They'll say something, dude, like they always do. And you're just like, I saw one today. They were like, PS5 is so powerful that it's having trouble. It's so fast that it can't even play PS4 games. I was like,
that seems counterproductive.
I was like, I don't think that's how it works. Yeah. I was like, but okay.
Oh, they made it not backwards compatible is what they did. Yeah.
Oh man, you make me want to get into that talk. Actually, I'm gonna take a note for that. We're gonna talk about that today. because they were talking about that backwards compatible, right, today or this week. There was some talks about it, but anyways, Hyperscape. Do you guys have you guys watched people play Hyperscape yet?
I have. I watched actually. There was a weekly game roundup thing that I watch every week on Game Ranks, and I watched them talk about it.
Dude,
I think it was Game Ranks.
Nuts. You said you haven't seen it, Nuts?
I think it was Game Ranks.
No, I have not.
Dude, it looks good. It's basically like let's just say fast-paced Apex, maybe, but like so much is happening. Like people are bouncing all over the place. You get like special. You can go pick up special abilities. So you're.
Oh, this. Yeah. Sorry.
That is.
They're like flying up.
Yeah. I did.
Yeah.
It looks sort of. Yeah. I did. I watched this.
I heard this was like a
couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard this was like almost like a BR that Ubisoft is making or something like that.
Yeah.
So
I did hear about it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, BR. I'm assuming it's 100 persons. That's what it seems like. Yo, what's up, Insipid Ghost? Insipid Ghost will be on our podcast next week. There you go. Anyways, Hyperscape. It's pretty dope though. I mean, so there's different abilities you could get, right? But weapons are different in that game than they've been in these other BRs that we get into, right? So you can go pick up different guns and there'll be like levels of the gun. Not necessarily like attachments, but like your accuracy will be better, more ammo. It's 99 players. So it's 3 people on a team? Cooper, is that what you're saying? Dude, somebody say that name in your head, but don't say it out loud. Did you see that name? Mm-hmm. Anyway, so what you can do, so say I pick up a regular assault rifle, right? Run over to another assault rifle, and you can turn it into another one. You know, this makes sense. Like turn it, upgrade it to the next level. So you can take 2 greens, turn it into a blue, take another green, turn it into a purple, take another green, turn it into a yellow. Crazy. Yeah, see, like everyone's laughing at that name. That was a funny name. That was a good one. I was like, at first I thought about it. Solo and 3 players. So the beta for that is live today for PC.
Yeah,
which is sad. I was really hoping they were going to say console.
Xbox One and PlayStation 4, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll have them later. I was praying that it was going to come out like today. They were going to be like, and it's open beta for everybody on all consoles. I'm like, I would have gone crazy, but yeah, no, just PC. Which isn't super bad, but yeah.
Yeah.
Is that definite? It should be. I'm pretty sure it's definite from everybody I talked to about it. So yeah, when you upgrade your weapons, it's that's just what you get. It's not like it's not as randomly generated as PUBG or Apex or all those different games, right? Where you get lucky with your certain weapons in different places.
Right,
I mean, obviously, there's things of that. So there's some crazy things about this game. I don't know if you guys, like you said, you've probably seen it, but there's so much in it that like makes it so much different than other battle royales, right? So obviously you have a pinging system because everybody has the pinging system now.
Right.
When you die, this is where it's different, right? You don't just die and you're gone forever. So when you die, you could stay with your team and run around with your team. Your teams can revive you at anywhere else another person has died.
What?
So the game is like the game is taking place kind of like in like a Ready Player One, right? Kind of like how that idea of where you're like in another, like you're a person but you're in another world, basically like in a computer generated world. So when another person dies, they leave a portal out like back into the world.
Oh, okay.
So you're dead. You can see your team. You can still ping and stuff. You're like, oh, go over there, go help over there. And then you see somebody die. You're like, hey, I got a portal over here. They can run over to that portal, and then they can revive you at that portal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Multiple people revive off that portal? Is it a one and done?
I believe it's just a one.
Is this going to be free to play?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It looks cool. I mean, when it comes to console, I'm down. I'm not really good at shooters on PC. I wish, but
I'm terrible. So
it's fair. It happens. Listen, I try to get it. Listen, what you actually do, Yogomi, and you start doing it more, you'll realize that it's a lot easier to shoot people with the mouse and keyboard.
And I kind of picked up on that too. Is like the aiming and everything with the mouse. It just makes sense. Technically, it makes sense. I just
like look at your crosshairs, dude. They have a whole freaking mouse pad.
I haven't because all of my computers here, they all have touchpads. I haven't used a mouse in forever. So I have to get used to using a mouse. Everything here, all my computers have touchpads.
Yeah, so, I feel your pain.
Yeah.
Jay was giving me trouble the other day because I'm a Mac guy.
I was. Listen, he was like, I want to get on some GTRP, which I've been playing a lot of. But you can't do it unless you have PC.
Unless you have PC.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. I'm telling you, PC.
In time.
PC's better than Mac, but you know, whatever. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We're not going to go... We're not turning this into a council war here, okay?
Yeah, and plus it's not 1998, so that's
listen, PC is not paying me anything for this. I'm actually spent more money on PC than any other platform, but you know, whatever. But I still play Xbox. Whatever. It's a weird world we live in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Hyperscape.
That
Are you guys gonna jump on that?
It looks good. I'm looking forward to it coming to console. When it comes out, I'll jump in and play.
I got you.
It's a free to play. I'll give it a shot.
What if it was $20?
Oh,
if it was $20,
I would play for $20. If it looks good, I mean, it looks great. I'd play it for $20. $20. Any game $20 that's new is cheap to me. $20.
Yeah.
Like, what? Yeah.
$20 is $20. Pick up an extra shift. That's what I'll do.
There you go. And you know me, I like to give out games to people. I'm like, I got a game. Let's throw it at people. Cool. You guys want to play? You want to play? You get it for $60. I like sleep up. Some people would get it for $60. It looks really good and fun. The only problem is, look, we'll just go to the next story. $60 a game. I would pay $60 for games, but would you pay $69.99 for a next gen game?
For a game. Why though? Again, why?
Okay, so I went as devil advocate last week, right? So I was playing on the one side. I loved this week because so many people talked about this. And they're like, how to explain it? So some people are okay with it. They're just like, whatever, that's cool. Yeah, whatever. It's how games go up in price.
I mean, they didn't used to be, $60. They used to be cheaper than that. So
okay, but when they were $50 or when they were $60 and when they were $50, that $50 to $60 jump, right? We didn't have 8 billion microtransactions.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
Like these companies aren't losing money. They're making more money year over year.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't know that next gen was going to $69.99. So I don't know what the theory behind that is, but it got me thinking, like, what if it is because of smart delivery? So you'll be able to get the game and play it on old console, and then you can upgrade it to the new console. So you're not really having to buy a new game. So you pay an extra $10 and you get both the old gen and the new gen. Do you think that could possibly be it?
See, I like your thinking. So there's different things. So Xbox actually Xbox put out a thing this week, and they were saying that they said promoting or pushing this on the developers to not be able to charge extra for games, right? For upgrades.
Right.
And then EA puts out this weird thing. Let me see if I can find it real quick, dude. It was such a weird, I don't know. I'm not gonna look for it. So they made there's the different editions, right? I don't know if you guys saw that, right? Like the Kobe edition or whatever they were calling it.
Yeah.
So instead of making it where you buy this edition and for $10 more, you can upgrade to the next edition. They're like, Xbox says we can't do that, so let's do something different. So for $100, you get both editions. So you get the $60 edition, which is for right now generation. When the next generation comes out, you get that generation too.
But wait,
Mamba edition. That's what I wanted to call it. You're right.
Oh, okay. But
so they're not charging you for an upgrade. They're just charging you for another grade. That was a good one. That makes sense. Another grade.
I don't know if I follow exactly. So are you getting like a better version of it?
According to them.
So you're paying this.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, from my understanding, you're like paying for like a special edition, but you're paying for like the next gen edition. So you spend $100, you get to play it on the console now. And then when it's released, you get it.
You get
It's like
the
you're paying that
upgraded
additional
version.
So
40.
you get the
Yeah,
okay. So
yeah.
you get like whatever, like the platinum version or something when you go if you play for it now.
So I'm gonna call this too. This is BS what they said, right? So 2K says that the next gen edition they built from the ground up for these new consoles. I'm gonna call that bullshit. You're just saying that to make this okay. So I have a 1070. I play GTA role plays, right? I used to play it on my 1070. Now I have a 2080. Did I have to go pay $10 to get an upgraded edition to play on my better graphics card? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't have to give Rockstar $10 for that, but we're on consoles, so they're like, "Oh, we can do that."
Yeah.
I think it's I don't
know, man. I don't know.
It's kind of bullshit, but
Yeah. It's just
I feel it's a
like,
slippery slope.
Yep.
it smells like greed to me.
Give them an inch and they're going to start wanting to take a mile, and who knows what it's going to turn into 10 years from now, you know?
Yes, edition. Such a webby. Oh man. Yeah, see, and so a lot of these other games, like, they work that way. Like, I remember, so I don't know if you guys remember playing, like, Call of Duty Ghosts.
Yeah, I remember that.
So Call of Duty Ghosts, I bought it on 360 originally, and then we had our Xbox One edition.
I think I still have my copy of it, actually.
So I don't know if Microsoft actually did it. I'm pretty sure they didn't. So I went to that was back when we had to go to GameStop to buy games, right?
Yeah.
You didn't have to, but we pretty much all were doing that because the 360 didn't have like any storage on it.
Right.
Like, it was terrible. I was like, well, I don't even know how we lived life like that back in the day. It's like when we had floppy disks. Like, how did we even survive on kilobytes? I don't think, it was kilobytes, right? On the floppy disk. It was like,
we were still
it was like 200 kilobytes. Yeah, you were like,
And I remember back in the 90s, if you had a friend that had 4 megs of RAM, you were like, dude, are you rich? What the heck? How did you get 4 megs?
Dollar status right now.
Like, golly, dude. Because it was $1,000 a meg. It literally was. It was. If you go back to the pricing, like, holy crap, dude. You know,
I remember playing this game. I was thinking about it the other day too. So we used to play this thing at school. It was called what was it called? Orchard. So it was like a learning. It was like a learning computer system that the schools all had. And you had, in order to save your project, you had to have a floppy drive. Because it wouldn't save. There was no other way to save.
That's right, yeah.
And like, I remember them giving to this, like, oh, you need to write your name on it. I was like, what in the hell is this? I was like, and now it's like, dude, you don't even need like, we went to jump drives. Now you don't even need that. You can just cloud everything. Just bring it to wherever you're at. It's just, oh man, what a world we live in. And what were we talking? How did we get here?
I don't know. We were talking about downloading games and saving them because we couldn't save them on a 360 back then. But now we have all the space and everything now.
Oh, I get it. I was talking about Ghost.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay. And so when Ghost came out,
that's right.
They had a deal where like you could buy it right when the game came out. Then you had 2 months after the new consoles came out to go take your copy in and get the new edition. And so I didn't get my I didn't get my Xbox One right away because I had to spend all my money on a wedding ring, which is fine. I'm happy. I'm married, but yeah, so I didn't have any money for a next gen console. So listen, I'll have a happy at the end of the story. Okay, I'll have a happy at the end of the story.
All right.
Okay. So
it better be good.
So I went and did that. I couldn't play Ghost. I was like, I'm just gonna have to wait till I get the next gen because I went and traded in because I was like, I'm not gonna go buy another edition of this game, bro. Like, it's stupid. I already have the game. So I went and traded it in, and so then I couldn't play Ghost for it was 2 months. So after it was kind of cool. After we got married, right? We got married like early January. You get money when you get married, right? People give you money. On the way home from our honeymoon, my wife's like, just drive past the house. Let's go to GameStop. I was like, for what? She's like, let's go buy your Xbox One. I was like, I was freaking out, dude. I was like, this is the best day of my life. Like a little kid in there, dude. Like,
Awesome.
Thanks, Mom. But anyways, yeah, now we know why we're married. See, listen, she supports me, right? All right. She lets me do the things I want to do. I let her do the things she wants to do, and everybody's happy.
It's pretty fortunate, man.
That's how you live happy in a marriage, okay?
Yeah. I think that's probably explains why I'm single.
Because I want to do my shit all the time.
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Yogomi says,
It's like,
I got my hobbies.
I have
got
a lot of
them.
stuff I do, you know? It's just like, I don't know.
I don't know if you could fit somebody in your apartment right now, Yogomi.
Yeah, I could.
Bro, you have so much stuff.
Yeah, but I have the whole bedroom area and the living room
That's
area.
true.
They could hang out in there. I mean, they just leave me
Priorities.
in here. That's all I'm saying.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm just kidding.
Listen, everybody's got priorities, right?
You're living your best life, and that's,
I'm
you know
not
what?
complaining here.
If
I'm really
you're
not
happy-
complaining.
I've told Yogomi
You're
that
happy,
every
then
time my
that's what it
wife
is.
sees him doing his drum stream on Sundays after the podcast, she sees him. He's like, man, he is living his best life. I was like, he is, man. He is. She
Straight up.
says that. It's so funny.
It's fun, man. Drum string.
He is. He's always happy too, man. Yogomi's always happy. Listen, you guys, you can be happy with whatever you do. Just do it what makes you happy. That's all that matters, man. Everybody's trying to find how do I explain it. We had this. What? No, okay, never mind.
Hey,
We're gonna stay
Rapture
on
one's in
subject.
chat.
I can just
What's up,
keep going
Rapture
all
one?
day. What's up, Rapture? New drum set. Yeah, you just bought a new drum set like what, a month ago, 2 months ago?
No, the drum set that I want still is not available. So I'm still waiting for it to become available. I just put myself on a email list last night, so they'll let me know when it comes in stock. So hopefully, I'm hoping to have it. I was hoping to have it by now, but maybe by the end of the summer, September, or something like that. So yeah,
You did just get it. You got a new mixer ordered, right?
new DJ
you have-
mixer, new DJ mixer.
Yeah.
So it
Not
turns out-
mixer because mixer's
So-
gone. So.
Right. Yeah. So remember me telling you about a mixer that I was going to buy?
Yeah.
So my DJ mixers kind of messed up. They were kind of messing up anyway. Both of them. I have identical, one for I keep in the studio and one that I take out when I have to take gear out. And both of them are kind of messed up. So
Yeah.
I picked the mixer that I'm going to buy, or that I bought. It'll be here next week to replace it. And it turns out that mixer actually has a USB interface, so I don't need that other mixer that I was telling you about. So I could literally just connect the DJ mixer that I have to my Mac, and it'll run the audio straight through. I don't have to have another mixer to run that through to get it in through USB and all that. So yeah, cuts out the middleman. So I hopefully it'll be here
we
this
go.
week.
Boom.
Yeah, technology, dude.
So Bubba says next time DJ you can invite Yogomi to a co-stream. I don't think he can actually come in because he's not partner.
Yeah.
And he's not streaming right now anyway. So
Yeah, I wasn't streaming because I'm going to be. So something I'm not quite. The
it's
average.
only between partners.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure my average doesn't mess up. You know what I mean? So it's like the shorter you stream, doesn't that kind of mess up your average?
A cookie mixer as well. Hey, dude, I don't understand things with Twitch. Like,
So basically,
did you see somebody?
all
Somebody told
over
me
my
they got
head.
affiliate, and they were like, "Oh yeah, so you only had to have a 3 average." They said they had a 2.7 average. They applied and they got it.
yeah. Well, I mean,
I was like,
we know people that got it that haven't even streamed on the platform yet.
we know people that sure as hell should not have partner, but they have it.
They have it, right?
Me.
Well, I didn't say that. Okay,
Me.
I just want to point out that that's not where I thought you were going. I don't want to be like, yeah, you dude. I don't want to be that guy.
Hey, I'm saying me. Okay.
I mean, have you applied yet?
You just cut out for me. What did you say?
Oh, he said, "Did you apply yet?"
Oh yeah, I applied pretty
You applied
early
yet?
on, but I never heard back from them. So they didn't say no. They haven't told me
That's
no.
so weird.
But there was somebody else, another big streamer, who had lots of followers. Like, I would say she probably had well over twice what you had, DJ, and you had, I think, probably 3 times what I had.
She had 17 when I left, or I was almost 18. when I left.
Yeah, and she also applied and never heard back. She hasn't heard back. So I don't know how it works. And then there's somebody that we saw. Remember, we were looking at averages of certain people that just got partner, and we're like, there's no way that they So I don't know how they do it. I don't really know how it works. Maybe you just got to know some people.
You want to know a secret?
What's that?
I don't know anybody at Twitch.
No, I don't either. So
Nobody.
Yeah,
Like
I
Mixer, I pretty much had all the staff down.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they'd see me, they'd be like, "Yo, what up, DJ?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Hey, what's up? So what's up?" But
Yeah, I don't know
Like I said,
anybody.
they don't work at Mixer
I'm
anymore, so
definitely on my own, trying to make it work. So it's all good though. I got affiliate, so I did mine the right way though.
Oh, what do you say about me, bro?
No, I'm talking about
kidding.
affiliate. I mean, like I did the what was it? 7 days? Is it or?
Yeah,
I did the whole thing like the check box. I checked all the boxes for affiliate. So.
Everybody knows I don't know why they gave me partner. I say it every stream. I'm like, I don't understand where this came from, but cool. It's like it's nice to walk into a stream and they're like, "Holy shit, check mark!" I'm like,
yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, I got it. I don't know what it means, but I got it. No, I'm just kidding. Wow, we're good at this. I like this.
Yeah,
we go
are.
everywhere, man. Where are we? I don't know. I don't know how we even got here, guys. There's a new game coming out Tuesday.
Oh yeah,
Rocket Arena comes out Tuesday.
I still haven't figured this game out though. Is it first person or third person? Because I've seen both in the trailer and the.
That's a good point. I don't know
gameplay and stuff.
You know what? I don't even know.
Because I thought I saw
you seen this game
person.
Yes, I've seen little tidbits. I know it's like a 3v3 kind of thing, but and kind of cartoony also.
Yeah, it does. It has sort of like a Fortnite feel to it. I would say more Fortnite than what's the other one that's very cartoony that everybody plays? Overwatch.
I think it looks like oh my gosh, what was the game? Why can I never remember that game? The game
Bleeding Edge.
Bleeding Edge.
Yeah. Bastards or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean the game looks like it's going to come out on Xbox. It's everywhere Tuesday. I'm pretty sure it's free to play as well. It's basically Lawbreakers meets Bleeding Edge.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much what it looks like. So it's 3v3. You got rockets shooting all over the place and different characters with different
rockets
abilities.
Are the main weapons, right?
Yeah, so I'll just read this. This is straight from Xbox Wire. It says, an explosive 3v3 shooter where you're never out of the action. Master your hero's unique rockets and abilities to rule the arena and become a champion. Adapt your strategy with an ever-growing roster of diverse heroes with distinctive powers. Unearth new strategies and tactics based on your squad. Explore a wide variety of dynamic maps and discover the true depth of rocket gameplay. I thought it was free to play. Maybe it's not free to play. Maybe it costs $30.
Yeah, it says pre-order now.
I'm just waiting. Watch Game Pass. Boom. The day it comes out, they're going to drop that Game Pass bomb on you. They like to do that lately. It's really fun. They're like, oh, yeah, we just want to see how many people we could get to pre-order it. Then we can give it to Game Pass.
Yeah.
Rocket League 2 already? What the heck would be Rocket League 2? I don't even understand.
It's $40 pre-order. But if you have EA Access, it's $35.99, but then you're really paying for EA Access. So
yeah, okay, so this is what I'm going to tell you guys to do. I'm not telling you this as a professional, because I'm not, but don't buy it. Wait 6 months and it'll be free to play.
Boom.
Gotcha.
Game Pass.
Actually, give it. Don't buy it in 3 months. It's going to be on Game Pass. So I mean, it looks cool. I'm still kind of interested in it. Honestly, I might pick it up just for fun.
Yeah, I just want to find out if it's first person or third person. I still have not figured that out because I think I want to say I edited or I cut in a part of the trailer or something in one of our past when we talked about this in the past. But I still couldn't figure it out. I'm like, wait, is it for? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
It's always kind of weird when I jump over to Discord for a second and I see Nuts for Butts just staring into my soul. Because he's streaming on Discord. Like,
I know, I have him up too. I like how you can move the window around. You can drag and move the window around too. It's pretty cool. I like it.
It'd be nice.
What kind of camera? Just curious. What kind of camera are you using there, Nuts?
So I'm using
there's that sub JWebby. C920 too.
Oh, that's a good. Those
922.
That's a good cam.
DJ sent it to me.
Nice.
So.
It's a good cam. I have one of those around here somewhere.
He got a care package, and that was one of the things in there. There was some cool stuff.
Lots of goodies.
Dude, I sent you some weird stuff, dude. I was like, if I could fit it in the box, could you tell? If I could fit it in the box, I put it in there.
It fits, it ships, So yeah, when I got home from a vacation, I opened it up. I was like, what the heck did this dude send me? I was like, I thought I was just getting a little camera.
Bro, I sent him a flask. Yeah, like
it was like DJ Khaled opening this thing. I like pour something out, and then something else comes out, another one, and then another one, and then another one. Dude, it's just like it was unending. So, but yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, that's what I'm using right now.
Nice.
It's true. It is a USPS tagline, not UPS. I say the same thing with DJ. I mean, listen, I send people weird things. Okay, it's just what I do. I'm still yet to send somebody a bag of, they're called bag of dicks. I don't know if you've ever seen those. It's like gummy candies. You can send those to people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've seen those before.
All right. Real quick. Let's how long have we been going? Are we like an hour in?
I think so. Yeah, we're
pretty close.
We're right at an hour. Yeah.
Perfect. So there's one other thing I want to jump in. PS5 backwards compatibility. Did you guys hear about this stuff? This patent that got announced. So there's a patent that came out today, right? Or not today. It was this week. Patents, obviously, they're not always real. They could go around. They can do whatever they want. Lighthouse gummies. Oh, dear. Sorry. Never thought of it that way until you said that. That's funny. So PS5 backwards compatibility, they had this patent come out, and it said basically that they're going to create a... Oh man, I can't think of the word. When like say you want to play Game Boy games on your PC, what is it called? It's an
adapter.
Emulator.
No, there's a program. Oh man, I can't think of the word. Emulator. Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Emulator. Thank you.
There we go.
So basically, they're going to create like an emulator where you stream those games. Now, of course, Twitter was going crazy. Like, oh look, this is next gen. This is crazy, bro. What is Xbox doing? You guys remember this stuff? We talked about this stuff that Xbox is doing with backwards compatibility. Do you guys remember this?
Yeah,
stuff we talked about
yeah.
We talked about it the other day. I think most people have seen it. So like Xbox's backwards compatibility, basically they're adding HDR to games that are not HDR.
Right. Yeah.
They're gonna up the frames of games that do not have upped frames. Like everything's gonna be AI fixed. That's gonna make everything better than you've ever seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like imagine going back to some of these games. They're just gonna be like, what the frick, dude? What was that one? No, I can't even think what it's called. The flashlight game. We're Fighting the Dark. Remember that one? It was one of our games of the week.
Alan Wake.
Yes. Imagine what that's gonna look like.
That's right. Yeah, flashlight game.
Well, that'll look clean.
Like imagine what all these games are gonna look like with this. Like, no effort from the developer doesn't even have to care that this happens. The Xbox is just gonna do it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna give it to you.
Crazy.
Okay? I went there. I'm saying.
Don't give it to you.
All right. Well, Nuts, you're gonna kind of be out on this part because you're not gonna know what we're talking about. We're gonna talk about the game we played of the week.
Yeah, dude.
Just play along like I know what.
I mean, if you want to do that, you can do that. That's perfect.
Wow.
Yo, what's up, Hellion? I can say hi to him. Sorry, my bad. We're doing our podcast right now, Zyba Games.
Up, so
we're gonna talk about Hellion TV. That guy's out there slaying it with World of Warships. Just so you guys know, I'm just gonna say it right now. So the game we played this week is called Observation.
Yeah.
I got on this game and legit, like I think I was streaming too the first hour I played of it. I was like, this is Yogomi's game.
Yep.
900% Yogomi's game.
Yep.
Like when I say 900, I really mean 900%. Like, you might beat this game and he's probably gonna play it again.
Yeah, that is totally my type of game. Totally my type of game. I wish they made more games like this. Like I was like, this is exactly the kind of game I like. You know,
it's like a I Spy everything game. Like it has everything. It's man. But looking around the world looking around the rooms with different cameras trying to find different clues to make things work different ways.
The twist is that you play as the AI.
Yeah.
You don't play as the person.
With like the robot, right?
Yeah, you play as the AI, the ship's AI.
Okay.
Yeah, and dude, I was just like, this is exactly the kind of game I like. Not that I want to play as an AI in every game, but it's just like I like how they switched it up, and then like they don't really show you. So like the graphics were actually really good too, especially when you would go for a spacewalk or something like that. But maybe we should explain what the game is first, and then it'd make more sense.
You do it. You got this.
Okay, so basically there is a space station out in space, like nobody is around. What's her name? Emma, I think is her name. The main character, one of the main character. She's trying to figure out what's going on. The space station's been damaged. Some parts have broken off. And so her only means of any kind of contact or any kind of communication is with the space station's AI, Sam, which means something. It's actually an acronym. But you're actually playing as Sam, and so you use basically
observation, not observer.
So. Yeah. So what you do, how you move around the ship, is all through cameras, except for when you get into the
ghost.
The orb. Yeah, it looks like a ghost. Yeah, the little orb that you can also jump into. But the thing about the orb is that you can't always interact with things with the orb, so you have to jump back into a camera to control certain doors or access certain information or something like that. And then and you know what I really liked about it too was it didn't explain how to solve certain things, right? There was no explanation on like how to solve puzzles. You could call them puzzles because they were like puzzles disguised as space station functions that you had to do, right? But they were puzzles, but they looked like, oh, I need to get that. That's another thing that really that I really liked was it disguised the puzzles as things that didn't look like puzzles. But they don't explain to you or give you instructions on how to do it. You just have to like kind of use your brain and go, okay, maybe I got to do this, maybe I got to do that, and eventually you figure it out. I also like that, except for a few times, sometimes they gave you plenty of time to figure it out. You didn't always run. I ran out of time a few times, but for the most part, they gave you, and they just let you keep trying until you figured it out, which I like that, because then it makes you think a different way, makes you use your brain a different way and think, But yeah, dude, this game was like DJ knows me.
Well, and it was like, I don't know how long, dude. You probably went fast at this part. The first time you have to hit left trigger to go to see things you could click on. Oh yeah. Gosh, dude. Yeah. I've looked at every single thing on this.
Yeah. And
I was like, I just need it. And then no. I couldn't figure it out. And then finally I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And there's, I think each area, almost every area had 3 camera views, stationary camera views. And you could float around. Once she programmed the orb to be able to move around and everything. I also like the map system. Like you could be in one side of the space station, but because you're part of the AI, you could jump to another part of the station without moving. You just use the cameras, stationary cameras. So you could be in
different things on. Oh man,
right?
Yeah, it got wild.
Yeah, like you would be in an AEM1 or something, and you could jump to 11 just by using the cameras. And then you could look around in that room. You'd have 3 different cameras, different views. You could zoom in. You could turn the camera left and right, up and down, and then it would give you certain things to interact with. If there was, dude. It was good, man. I don't know how I hadn't heard of this game before, because this is.
Well, it just came out.
Oh, it's that new?
Yeah, it came out on Game Pass.
Oh, it came out on Game Pass. I thought it'd been alright because it looked like was it a PC game originally?
Because there's Observer, right?
No,
I'm double checking because now y'all got me confused.
I thought it was Observation's the name of the game.
Oh, okay. It came out last year. Just kidding.
Okay. I was going to say.
But May 21st, 2019. But it's got like really not high ratings. 3.9, 7 out of 10 on Steam, 82%. Like it's low.
That's pretty good.
Right? Like,
that's pretty good.
There.
I mean, it's not bad.
It's better than a game I would make. So
yeah, I thought it was great.
Did you port over to Xbox, or was it out on PC first?
Out on PC first. See, that's what I thought. Because it looked to me. The way that it played.
It's from Devolver, published by Devolver Digital.
Oh, Devolver. Yeah. It felt like a PC game when I was playing it. I had a little bit of trouble controlling, looking around, especially when I was doing the spacewalk. It was kind of it started to give me a little bit of motion sickness, to be honest. But once I got the hang of it, it was good. But here's something else I noticed too, because when I look at 7 out of 10, 82%, 79%, I consider that pretty high for games like this, because these games fly under the radar. These types of games, they're not your major games. They're not like your, the games that are on top, Monster Hunter and your Apex Legends and your, you know what I mean? They aren't the games that everybody's going to be seeing. So for it, I think 7 out of 10, 82%. I think that's
for an indie game. That's
for an indie game.
Outrageous,
I think that's pretty good. Yeah.
Imagine that check they got from Microsoft to put that bad boy on Game Pass too.
Exactly. Yeah. Jeez, man. I am going to play it again. I have to finish it though. I haven't done it. I haven't finished it yet. I actually got it and played it today, but I have to finish it.
Have I told you about these gums that I got? It's totally random. Sorry, off subject. Have I told you? Did you watch these on stream I did the other day?
Wait, I don't know. Did I? I'm looking.
So I got these gums. They're called grenades.
Ones that make you salivate like
your mouth is just like
yeah.
What?
It is. Imagine you get a piece of gum and there's mint in it. All of that mint hits you in the first 5 seconds. It's like, I don't want to chew one, but I don't at the same time. I almost did it. That's probably a bad idea. Let's not do that.
Yeah, you're done with the podcast.
Anyways, I am ADD. Sorry about that. So you got me graphics. What would you say with the graphics on that game?
I thought the graphics were actually amazing. For what it was and for how it was, and the indie, there's some things I was looking really closely at, and I was looking at the animation of Emma, and I think there were some things that could be better there. But I think for an indie game, I think they were capturing her expressions and everything. But that was at the beginning when I kept thinking that she was going to be a lot of the focus of the game, and it turns out she's not. It's really just you interacting with the ship and all this other stuff, and then the whole mystery of bring her, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but that whole mystery of not only are you dealing with the ship and the graphics, like the environment of the ship, and especially when you go out and spacewalk and everything, which if you think about it, and we talked about this in another game, it's like doing cars and inanimate objects, houses and things like that. Modeling those things are a lot easier than, a person or moving people around. But I thought that the graphics were quite amazing for the type of game it was. But yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I'll go with amazing on that as well. I felt like in certain times, there was times where you were like, whoa, this is like really edged out. But it's more like, that was more like cutscene graphic wise. But like when you're bouncing around from the cameras, you're like, I don't know, it just felt good. Like it literally felt like you were there at that spaceship.
Yes, it did. It did.
And you were legit watching like the security cameras, and you're like, whoa, gotta fix that. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, like the fire, like that first part when you get to the fire. You start seeing it, you're like, well, this is
yeah. When you first and you're trying to figure out like how do you fix it and what do you do, and then that took me a while to like. That took me a while to figure out like what to do. Wait, what am I doing? How do I? Yeah. Then you're like, So
then that leads you perfectly into how do you feel about the story?
I like the story. It was so cinematic. You know what I mean? It was like it was gonna be a movie.
It's true. Like
a Netflix show or like a Netflix movie or something like that. Maybe not like major, but yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. Dude, how awesome was it though? When you went out of the space station and Saturn's just chilling there.
Yeah. You're like, hello. I'll feel you. No, I feel like whoever wrote that, they did a very good job on writing that. Like it definitely, you're like, wow. You're like, I don't think of things like that, I guess is the word. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a very creative person, but like to think of like how people can create stuff like that.
Right.
Like the whole idea behind all that, you're like, man, that's wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the gameplay, actually, nuts for butts. How did you like the story?
I'm gonna say amazing. Also.
Okay, good. That's perfect.
Yeah.
How'd you like the gameplay of it? Did you like the gameplay, Yogomi?
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you were. Yeah. I love the
bad,
gameplay.
my
I
bad.
love the gameplay. I thought you were asking someone else. I actually really like the gameplay. Like again, like everything about that game was like, this is totally up my alley. Totally up my alley. Like solving the puzzles, the movement, the environment. And I think
A little bit of adrenaline.
yeah, I think that's the ideal game for me. Is a very like a realistic environment, right? But a semi-realistic situation where you're still dealing with some kind of science fiction fantasy part, but because of how the story is told, it feels real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And plus, you're trying to solve puzzles, and then there's like suspense, and then there's, I mean, it has all the ingredients of what I consider my favorite type of game.
Yeah. And so I like how Josh says like Yogami loves puzzle games. The thing is too, like you guys need to watch Yogami stream puzzle games. Like he keeps you in on it.
I need to. I'm actually going to get back to doing those. By the way,
Like I remember you were doing this one where you like you had to. I don't remember what it was. It was a puzzle one, but you were like shooting lasers across this room, and you had to like make the laser hit a certain thing at the right time.
oh, that was a
long time ago.
Cube. I think it was Cube.
Yeah. You had me. I was in. I was like, I don't want to play it, but I like watching this.
Yeah,
I was like,
that was fun. Yeah, I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get back to doing those games.
so we're gonna take the next part we do is replayability, but I'm gonna change that to finish ability. So does it make you want to finish?
Oh yeah,
this game?
absolutely.
Because it's definitely not like, I mean, you could play it again. I mean,
Yeah.
but it's very linear. It's
Yeah, and you already know what's gonna happen.
yeah. So
the thing that makes you it's the mystery and the not knowing.
First WTF moment where you're like,
Yeah, and you're like,
they hit you pretty quick with it too. You're like, what the frick just happened?
Yeah, and then you're like, okay, I need to see where this is going. Yeah.
Is it bring her? Is that how they say it?
Yeah, bring her.
Yeah.
And you're like, and even she's like, why are we at Saturn? and not, this doesn't spoil anything, but the AI goes, I don't know. So that's all I'm gonna say. And you
don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. And she has no contact with anyone. All the rest of there's nobody else on the space station. Everybody's gone. Nobody's answering any of her. It's just you and the AI. It's crazy. That's good.
Back when you were playing those games back when you weren't famous. He's still famous. He's getting more famous. That's the problem. Now he's getting too famous for us soon. So we'll see how that goes. Overall, so I'm gonna go with my overall. Is not gonna be yours because we already know yours is gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be amazing with mine. Yeah,
I'm gonna go with great because like I like these games, but you know me, dude. I'd rather play with people.
I know. Yeah.
Like I've been playing GTRP and like I get bored with that if there's not a bunch of people playing with us.
Yeah.
Like, it's just. But that's especially with that kind of game. That's how it works. But
yeah.
So yeah, overall I'm gonna go great. That's for Butts. What do you got?
Oh, I'm gonna say not for me right now, just because I really don't know too much about the game.
That's fair.
Once I start playing it, I'll have to.
You pretty much know the whole game by now, honestly.
No. Trust me, we didn't spoil anything for you. When you start playing it, there's way more intricacies and nuance, like details and stuff. You'll see. It's really cool.
The mechanics, everything was great.
Yeah. It's a great game.
Probably and give it a little go.
It's not that big.
No, it was like what 7 something. I think it wasn't very big at all.
Was it even 7 gigs? I don't remember if it was that much.
Yeah, it's small.
I'm about to go check. Oh, and
it's not a long.
You knew that 7.1.
Yeah, and it's not a long game either.
It's good. 6 hours, you can beat it.
Yep.
Boom. I still feel like my favorite game that we played out of all of these though is still the first one we played. What was it called?
Plague Tale?
Plague Tale. Oh my gosh, bro. I did not expect that game to be what I thought it was. Like it just kept going. I was like,
that's a great game. We set the bar kind of high there, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing I feel like with it too is like that is very similar to how PlayStation games are. And Xbox does not have those kind of games.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
absolutely right.
And that's why PlayStation is just slapping Xbox right now.
Yeah, PlayStation has a lot of story and character-driven games, and
Third person,
I think a lot of people
dark.
like that. Mm-hmm.
Third-person dark story games.
They do.
And they're all so good. They do such a good job. I don't even play them. I just watch them. I can watch them all like movies when other people play it.
I have been avoiding watching people play Last of Us 2 though, because I'm
not gonna lie to you. Be careful streaming that game.
Why?
There is some risky. Risky is not even the word to use.
Yeah. I saw some people, but I've been dipping out of their streams because I don't want to spoil. I don't want it spoiled for me. I already know some stuff that I didn't want to know yet.
There's some very adult parts
situations
in that game. I was watching Quanticus, and it was probably the funniest thing. I was really sad he wasn't here today because I really wanted to call him out. Like, it was so funny, dude. He's like, it starts, and he's like, what do I do? Like, he didn't know what to do. And so he just played his Quanticus, like his little like intro video. He's like, I don't know what to do. Oh man, I was dying, dude.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Look, this is. I'm not saying anything bad, but he's like that kid's was doggy style. That's pretty much all he told me. I was like, that's dying, dude. So you got me. What should we do for our next game? I had an idea.
Okay.
And you might be like, but I still want to try it. It just came to Game Pass. It's been out for a minute. It's not that highly like rated or whatever.
76.
Yes, Fallout 76. I really kind of want to just like, dude, because we just got to try it. Like,
I've never played a Fallout game.
Okay, well, this is not a Fallout game. Let's be
honest.
Know, this
but
is not a Fallout
I've never played a game with Fallout in the title. I'll put it that way.
Really? You should play 4. I really liked 4.
That's what everybody told me. It's like, you need to play 4. I'm like, all right.
But 76 is very MMO vibey.
Yeah.
And I feel like if we all just got on there together, we'd probably have a really good time.
All right, I'm down. I'm down.
Let's do Fallout 76. And obviously we don't have to, you're not going to beat it. Right. It's kind of hard to beat that game. But I mean, you see some people running around like hundreds, like level 100 people, man. They run around just like clapping things, right? But when you first started, you used to be able to get like just destroyed by those people instantly. Now they have to like hit you, and then you got to turn around and hit them, and then you can start fighting each other.
Right.
Because that's
you have to like choose to fight or something like that.
Yeah, you have to choose to PvP fight them.
Yeah, you're in a passive mode from the get, and it's people just can't come up and start hitting you.
Oh, right.
Take everything that you own and leave you to die.
Yeah.
Set off nukes. There's nukes that'll just go off on the map. It gets a little wild.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So the game for next week, Fallout 76 Wastelanders.
I've been wanting to play that
perfect.
anyways.
We have Insipid will be here, and I guarantee Insipid Ghost has played it before, so we'll be good with him.
I do have like about a half hour of gameplay into it right now.
Dang,
nice.
I know a lot of people have. That's gonna be a good game to get people's inputs on it.
I saw Josh was playing it, so it kind of sparked my interest, and I was like, "Oh, I'll give it a shot." Because I remember when it first came out, and it got so much flack for not being a Fallout game. Yep. After they did those updates and added
everybody in and let's play it. I mean, we can. How big of can you have? You have fire teams, right? I mean, we're gonna call it fire teams, parties, whatever. I think it's 4 people parties you can run in.
Oh, really?
Don't remember what the
I'm about to
is.
Get a hold of somebody that I know is high level and just have them carry me through it for fun. And I can just because I mean the best part of the game is always the later part. I feel like end games is normally my favorite part, and like especially MMO styles, but
right.
But I haven't played it since shortly after it came out. Since 5. I mean, yeah, Lupo is high. That's who I was gonna ask Lupo to the rescue. So let's talk about these games that are coming out this week for Xbox. There is a lot coming out for Xbox this week. And most of them are on the 16th, but that's cool. So on the 13th, we have one called One Dog Story. Looked weird, but you do you. Rocket Arena, we talked about that already. That's on Tuesday, July 14th. Neon Abyss on the 14th. Ultra Hat Dimension, July 15th. Ooblets. I don't know if any of you guys heard of this game called Ooblets. You guys ever heard of Ooblets? So Ooblets actually has a really funny, not funny, it's not funny, it was kind of sad, but so they went through, what was the game? Was it Kickstarter originally? And then they took a deal with Epic to put their game on there, on the Epic store. And they were getting like crazy death threats. And this guy posted some choice words for the people that were giving him bad stuff about it.
Wait. And who was getting death threats?
Because they partnered with Epic?
Yeah. The people that did Ooblets. Yeah, so that's pretty much like Josh says you Epic, and that's pretty much what people are saying. They're like, no, we don't want it exclusive on the Epic store. We want it over there because we paid for it. So they were like refunding people and like all that stuff. But like, and it is what it is. It's a wild story. I remember I was hearing about it for a while, and like it was for weeks. It was just like
I'm gonna have to research that. What's the deal with people giving death threats out? Why is that the first go to?
I don't know.
Can we not have this? I'm gonna like it's so stupid. Going straight to that.
So weird. Yeah. That is so weird.
Dangerous, jeez.
Huh?
Where the early Epic partner, it calmed down. Says like, it calmed down a little bit, but there's still people. I mean, like Drusilla's like even like I don't go. There's everybody's got things everywhere. You know what I mean? Like it is just the launcher, but. I mean, Epic's got its own history. Steam's got its own history. Pretty much everybody has its own history.
Yeah, so, everybody's got a history.
Like TikTok.
There are no
I don't know if you guys heard about TikTok this week.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's not a TikTok show. July 15th, Res Please comes out. July 16th, #funtime. Okay, this game actually looks super cool. Remember Hyperdot?
Yeah.
It looked like Hyperdot, but mayhem. I don't know how else to explain it. I was watching. I was like, "Oh my, there's a lot happening right here." I'm trying to look at the picture of it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
I lost it. Yeah, it looked wild. I was like, "Okay, cool." Forager, July 16th. Oh yeah. See, different people have different histories. Microsoft and Mixer doesn't exist anymore. Well, it still does for a few more weeks, but for a week.
There's people still streaming on it. I'm like, why are you doing this?
He's second, I think.
Yeah, give everyone's history. Forager, July 16th. Never Song, July 16th. Radical Rabbits 2, July 16th. Bounty Battle, July 16th. We Should Talk, July 16th. Super Hot Mind Control Delete DLC, which I believe is free for everybody that has already purchased Super Hot. On the 16th. Dunk Lords, July 16th. And then Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus on July 17th. Cool, bunch of games. I think Xbox they didn't announce any new games coming to Game Pass this week because what's it called? It's coming here in a second. So the thing on the 23rd. So things are gonna get wild there.
Yeah.
That's for us. I just realized we kept you a lot longer than I told you we were gonna keep you. Huh?
No, you're good, man.
I just thought about that. I was like, oh dear, I forgot my bad.
Got kids in the background, so sorry for any of the crazy background noise.
We're almost done here. I was pretty much gonna end it right now, actually.
Yeah,
so I was gonna say so you guys, thanks for being on the show. Patreon supporters this week. Once again, Dean Master, I'm Nuts for Butts, R56 Cooper, S11, Miss B, Danny D, and Cheesehead? What?
Yeah, Cheesehead.
Cheesehead
came a patron last night.
He came in. I was so confused. I was like, what is this name? Then we figured it out.
Yeah.
We figured it out. But it's okay.
He posted in my Discord that he became a patron last night.
Yep. It was cool.
Yeah. So, very cool.
You guys, thank you so much for supporting us on Patreon. That is awesome of you guys. You know Cheesehead. I know him too.
There's Junior.
Everybody going crazy in the chat. I was trying to figure out what's happening. What's good, guys? You got our socials. You'll know where they're all at. Twitter, Insta, Facebook, all at Zyba Games. We have a website, Zyba.games. It's easier if you want to just go there because it tells you everything there. YouTube. Yes. Yeah, check our YouTube out for Zyba Games. You already know where to find me and Yogomi.
Yep.
Because we're on Twitch now. But that's for butts.
Mixer.com/Yogomi.
Sorry. That guy. Yeah, who's that guy? Just kidding. That's for butts. Where can the people find you? Because you just started streaming on Twitch, right?
Yeah, I just started. I didn't have many followers on Mixer, but now I have even less followers on Twitch. But yeah, you can find me at the twitch.tv. I'm Nuts for Butts. I am NUTZ, the number 4 BUTTZ. Same with Instagram. I'm Nuts for Butts. I have Twitter, same, but I'm not a big Twitter kind of person, so I'm really not on there. But yeah, you can find me at those 3.
Sweet.
Sorry for the children in the background again.
Part of life, man. When you do an hour and a half podcast, you expect things like that to happen. But yeah, Nuts for Butts. Thanks so much for joining us, man.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for hanging out with us, man.
We'll definitely get you back on.
Thanks for bringing me on. Thanks for the shout outs. Thanks for tuning in today. Meant a lot. Thank you.
Hey,
Awesome.
We'll definitely do more of this. I enjoy this, bringing in people, especially like Patreon supporters and stuff, because that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool when people support us.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah.
Good. All right. You guys, thank you so much for coming to this week's episode of Zyba Games, episode 23. And we love your faces, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Yep.
That's for butts. That's when you say bye.
Bye.
There we go.
Bye. Bye, everyone.